Welcome to the overview of Leafworm. This was another game made for a Games Jam really recently, 2023. This was just done by myself as I wanted to see what I could do just by myself in a short amount of time, just to really push kind of what my expectations were when working on things by myself. As kind of projects before, we've had many months to work on stuff, and I wanted to see how much I could actually kind of push myself, not just in games development, but also in the design, to see what kind of works and what didn't, and I can learn my strengths and weaknesses from this and kind of go from there. So Leafworm was designed in Unity. I did this in Unity just as I hadn't used Unity before, and I really wanted to kind of get an experience before that, before I left university. Even if I'm not planning on using Unity as much outside of university. However, I thought I needed to have at least one attempt or one game using it just in case it ever came up again. And it's a good experience to kind of try different engines and see what works and what doesn't. So we just have a kind of a simple background here with the tile map that I used for the rest of the game. And if we hit play, it's very, very bare bones. There is no music or sound effects, just as this was a kind of 2-day games jam, I believe. So this is my first Unity game, but also one of my first 2D games. So the objective of this game is you're playing as a leafworm, and you have to eat all the roots. So you're currently underground. You're kind of chomping your way through the ground, and you have to find all of these seeds kind of like over here, and you chomp away at them, and that destroys the root. And that's removed a seed from the top left, so we can see how many seeds we need. So each time you play the game, or if you finish the game, you can also play again, which will then reset it. It spawns in a random amount between a certain two numbers. So this was all done through C#. So the script for the game manager will then spawn in a random amount, and it will also spawn them at any point in the boundary of the map. So every single time a player plays, it will be different. There'll be a different amount. There'll be different seeds, which I really liked, and I thought it was kind of a very quick and simple way. If I didn't have that much time, I thought it was a great way to kind of make the game replayable without having a story, or just making the game replayable very easily and effectively. So as you can see as well, the kind of worm will also grow in size each time you eat a seed, and the time it takes to eat one also decreases as well, which is a nice kind of like progression. You unlock a faster speed, which is quite nice. So when you eat all the seeds, you then complete the level, which then means you can kind of go into the next level, and it will spawn in those seeds again. So the main movement for this for the worm is just a 2D object, which then has a pathfind to the mouse location, and the kind of trail behind was through kind of a tentacle behavior, and then just attached to a 2D sprite. So the actual sprite for the head and the body, I just made an A sprite, as I'm quite a fan of pixel art. So I thought I would have this as a kind of perfect opportunity. If I'm not working with anyone that can do art, I might as well try and do it myself. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it's a nice little kind of fun little game that I'm quite happy I've made the art for as well. I think it turned out well. The tile map was just kind of very simple background. I think if I had more time on this, I definitely would have added a couple more kind of game feel things to just improve gameplay a little bit. One thing I wanted to do was kind of like when the worm is kind of chomping through the ground, I wanted it to kind of break the ground in front of him and show kind of a trail behind, which I did try and work on, but it wouldn't have been. I wasn't able to find a way of doing this quickly enough, so I kind of had to move on. To other things. But yeah, that was the main overview for Leafworm. If you want to download this or check it out for yourself, it is on my portfolio or my itch page.